Hey, what's up, online community? And thanks for stopping by and checking out another segment of Straight No Chaser, where I talk sports and culture for fans, oftentimes with the fans. Now, tonight we're deviating from our normal programming schedule because I got a brother on here I've been trying to connect with for a while, and I've been really wanting to have him on the show. And we were finally able to make it work. So I'm really glad to have this brother on here. I got Chauncey Jones, former Thornton Wildcat, former University of Alabama basketball player, former professional basketball player, and all-around good cat. So Chauncey, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
Now, I wanted to have Chauncey on the show because not only is he a local legend here in Chicago, in particular the South Suburbs, but he's got a great story to share of perseverance, basketball, family, and just making sure that, or not making sure, but being able to give back to the community from which he came, and helping get back to younger people. But before we get into it, you know how we do it. You got your glasses, raise them up, grab your favorite libation. We're about to get into a Straight No Chaser. So Chauncey, you and I have talked, but just talk to the people that don't know Chauncey Jones. Kind of what's your story in basketball? How did you get started playing the game and your passion? How did you develop the passion for playing basketball and in any other sports?
Well, I started my passion with basketball very young. I go all the way back to the times where you take those hangers and you just start off with, I used to take like maybe 2 pair of socks, roll them up, and then put the hanger in the door, and I started out just like that. A lot of imagination. I had a rim outside of my home.
Okay.
After every Michael Jordan game, after every Bulls game, I used to go out there and, work on my skills, man. Try to be Mike, try to be Isaiah. And from there, my mom put me in, lower level basketball programs in Oak Park. I actually played football, basketball, baseball, and bowling, if you can believe that.
Really?
And, so my first year playing basketball, football, baseball, and bowling, my teams won a championship.
Really?
So all of them, every team won a championship.
Okay.
Man. Just extremely excited about that. And I just kept going, man. That was it. That's where my passion started.
So I have to say something right on top. You might be the first brother I know, and the first brother I've definitely had on the show that says he's got a bowling championship. Besides, just kind of the beer leagues that you see at the local bowling alley. Real quick, I want to touch on that. What was that experience like playing bowling on a team at that level?
Actually, it was just something to do on the weekends.
Okay.
My mom wanted me and my brother to bond, and she used to take us every Saturday, man. Every Saturday morning, we'll go up there and we'll bowl, and she just signed us up. And I don't know what happened, man. Me and him, like over the weeks, obviously we got better, but I don't know what happened on that day. I threw a strike. He threw a strike. I threw another strike. He threw another strike. Before you know it, man, we carried a trophy home.
Nice. Way to represent for the brothers. Now, with that, so you mentioned that you developed your passion. And I think most ball players can relate to this. Either you had the little Nerf coat that you hung on the door, or you had the coat hanger, like you said, you bought a couple pair of socks up, shooting, work on your form, things like that.
Absolutely.
So you developed that passion. You mentioned that you played a lot of sports. Was basketball your first passion, or kind of what? If you had to rank them in order, what were your passions?
Well, actually, man, football was my passion. I played multiple positions. I was actually that first team that I was on, Stan. It was actually amazing, man. We went undefeated and unscored upon. Like
Really?
everybody got a 0, man. And Coach Amon just instilled discipline in us right from the gate. And it was just actually a great experience, man, to go into games knowing that you were going to win. And so football was my first passion. I used to love baseball. It was just something about, I played multiple positions in baseball. So it's just funny because basketball was like my last love.
Yeah. It's interesting to hear that because I hear a lot of guys that have played a lot of sports, and generally football is the main one. Football is that one to say, man, that's the one I wish I could have really been able to play on a pro level, but then things happen, guys grow, their interests change, and then also you realize, in my case, football was my first passion, but guys get bigger than you. So you start to find where your niche is in the athletic world.
Yeah.
So,
So what happened with that? I started off, my high school career at Weber. It was a
okay.
Catholic school, whatever. It's closed down. I think it closed down in 1995. But the freshman football coach, decided to take all the best athletes on the team
Okay.
and put us all on defense. And it actually worked because we went 8-2. So we did have a great year, but I lost the passion because, I was built for playing quarterback, running back. He had me out here tackling guys 250 pounds. I'm like, come on, man, I got a basketball season coming up. So it's
Right.
just funny. Like, I don't know if you've seen that movie, Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx.
Yep. Yes,
And he
sir.
was snapping on the coach. He was like, man, dude had me. He put me out here as a cornerback, and I got to get out here and tackling 250-pound cats. Man, I don't do that stuff. Like, so it's pretty much the same exact thing with me. And that's where I lost my passion for football. And basketball was it.
Man, well, it's interesting that you say that because when I've seen you play, you had that football physicality to see a game. You were one of the first big, strong guards that I saw come out of Illinois that had quickness, finesse, but had a certain strength and physicality to you. You just seemed like you kind of thrived on the contact. So I can see a little bit of that football translating into your play on the court.